I found a doctor's diary at a yard sale. What I read makes me nauseous. For clarity, everything ahead of this one note is a recreation of a handwritten manuscript of an unnamed doctor in Scotland, whose recollection of an event makes me wanna vomit. I am not sure if I should report this to anyone. I am not sure what year it's from. It's not harming anyone, but it's not comforting to read either. This may come as a grand surprise to some. However, I indeed know of a group of isolated English citizens in the far foothills of Scotland, with a rather peculiar set of family values. I first uncovered their lot on a hike in search of thistle for an herbal medicinal tea. I was immediately drawn to the banging of pots and pans somewhere within a field of grass, much too tall to appear from Scotland. Intrigued, I stepped up closer and scaled a white picket fence, only to find a large man hitting a rusted-over wheelbarrow with what was indeed a pot used for stews. Making my presence known behind the man, I cleared my throat and waited for him to acknowledge me. He stood up and spun around. What I saw was a father-aged man in nearly tattered suspenders and a deeply stained white shirt, very large too, with a beard and a full head of gray hair, matted heavily. "Eagles," he grunted out at me. We locked eyes for a few seconds before I found it in myself to respond. "Pardon? They're spying on us all right, but good thing they barely got any brains. Loud noises scare them right out of their skin, then they'll leave us alone." I paused just for a brisk moment, cautiously looking up to the sky to find nothing there, but white clouds beginning to turn gray with precipitation. I heard a noise to my left as I laid my eyes upon a large, rickety stone-thatched cottage. A woman of the same age stepped out of the front door and stormed the barren lawn to the man. "God damn it, you stupid son of a bitch. There's nothing in the sky." A middle-aged woman, about the same age as the man, shoved him and yanked the metal pot right out of his hand. "Fuck you, Richard. These are my good kitchenware pots. I've been cooking dinner for 3 weeks in the old ones." Truthfully, I was nearly paralyzed in fear. However, the woman, who shortly found out to be his wife, acknowledged me standing beside him on the field. "The kids have been fighting all day, and you've been out here with my good pots trying to start a fight with a group of birds." The woman's vocals were shrill, and her ugly screaming coming from an equally ugly face made me tense up even more. "Get your fucking ass inside for dinner, you and your friend there." My heart felt like it stopped when she acknowledged me standing beside him. However, she turned back towards the manor, muttering something under her breath as she slammed the door behind her. "Could we interest you in a meal, sir?" Well, I was hungry, and even if I turned back at that very moment, it would still take me hours to get to among last cottages of Edinburgh.